You know things are getting bad in the United States when Donald Trump loses allies like Joe Rogan over his immigration policies that, up to this point, Rogan had pretty much been supportive of. In fact, on a recent episode of the Joe Rogan Experience, Rogan started off by talking about, hey, we got to get the criminals out, right? Rogan said, quote, "There's probably still some people coming through that are criminals, And he said this during a conversation with fellow podcaster Konstantin Kaisen. My apologies if that's not how you pronounce that name. But then after Rogan said, hey, you got people coming through that are criminals, things immediately took a turn. And Rogan followed that up by saying, but the thing is, you got to get scared that people who are not criminals are getting, lassoed up and deported and sent to, El Salvador prisons. That kind of shit. Because I read some story, and the story that he is referring to, of course, is the story of the U.S. citizen green card holder who was swept up, sent to the El Salvadorian prison. He's a completely innocent man, never a part of any kind of gang, which the administration initially said he was, before coming out and saying, oops, yeah, he's not a gang member, he's just an innocent guy. But then the administration said, but he's already in El Salvador, and, it's up to them if they want to send him back. So the administration admitted, we screwed up, we sent away an innocent man to this torture prison, but we're not going to push it on getting him back. So we don't know if this man is ever coming back to the United States. And the conversation continued. Kaisen chimed in and said, now this is the problem, right? Because the mainstream media has been putting out so much shit that I don't know what to believe anymore, right? And Rogan said, I feel the same way. And Kaisen said, and so it's difficult, but it's something that we actually brought up in one of our conversations. We interviewed the guy from the Heritage Foundation. You mean you interviewed one of the guys who wrote Project 2025? Let's be real clear. That is a very conservative think tank that created Project 2025. So honestly, sorry, Mr. Kaisen, I don't care what they say about literally anything. But then Rogan said, it's horrific. It's horrific. And Kaisen said, I don't think that should be controversial. And Rogan said, no, that's not controversial at all. And this is the thing, measured twice, cut once. This is this is kind of crazy. That's horrific. And that's bad for the cause. The cause is, let's get the gang members out. Everybody agrees, but let's not get innocent hairdressers lumped up with the gangs. And then how long before that guy can get out? Can we figure out how to get them out? Is there any plan in place to alert the authorities? Yeah. And the administration said, we don't care, Joe. But that little bitty turn, putting that seed of doubt into the public's head, that can change the narrative, that can change the conversation, that can change the people's way of thinking. And that's what's important right there. Because we know that this one individual that's been sent to the El Salvadorian prison, this is not a one-time event. We have seen people deported because they didn't know it was an autism awareness tattoo. They thought it was a gang tattoo, so get them out of here. People with soccer tattoos that they thought were gang tattoos, let's get them out of here. They're gone. They're snatching students up off the street who have done nothing wrong. That is what this administration is doing. And that, of course, is why they do not want due process. Because if these people have their day in court where they can go in and say, yeah, see this tattoo right here? That's autism awareness, you idiots, not gang. Then the administration would be humiliated. They would rather be humiliated after the fact because not all of these stories get told. So it makes it look like there's maybe one, maybe two individuals that got wrongfully swept up, when in reality, I'm willing to bet it's a majority of them that are innocent that have been swept up. Regardless, they're all entitled to due process. And this administration is trying to deny people of that just so they can get them out of here. And even Joe Rogan, it seems, has woken up to that fact. Thanks for watching today, everybody. And don't forget, if you're not already, please do subscribe to this channel. We have fresh content going up every single day, and I would really hate for you to miss out on that. And speaking of missing out, if you're not following me across all other social media outlets, then get on it. You can follow the links in the description of this video.